Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Pretty Brown Vegan, the place for plant-based comfort foods. If this is your first time here, then it's just welcome. Welcome to the crew. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. In today's video, I will be showing you how I made this vegan cheeseburger mac and cheese using my ground walnut meat. If you guys are interested in seeing how I made this, it was too bomb. Go ahead and stay tuned. We are going to go ahead and get started by sauteing up some onions and some garlic. I'm going to go ahead and use some minced garlic here. I didn't have time to be chopping up no garlic today. And we're just going to go ahead and heat that up in a little bit of oil, just a light tasting oil, canola, grapeseed, avocado, whatever you have on hand. And just go ahead and saute that up until the onions and garlic start to sweat. And then I'm going to come in here with my ground walnut meat. It's ground walnut and baby bella mushrooms that I prepared for my meal prep this week. Oh yeah, before we add that in, make sure you hit the onions and garlic with some sea salt and black pepper. That is just the bare minimum. You have to start seasoning every layer of the dish. When it comes to vegan cooking, I just feel like seasoning every component is what just takes it from bland to fire to bomb status, which is what we're going for. So like I said, I prepared this meat on my meal prep that's on my previous video, and I also have several videos on my channel of me making my walnut and baby bella mushroom ground meat, so just make sure you check one of those out. I will link it on the top in one of the cards here on the screen so you can see how I made that. It's already pre-seasoned, but in order to get the flavor that I'm looking for this particular dish, I just add in a few of these additional seasonings that you see here on the screen. So we're just gonna go ahead and season that up and go ahead and saute it until the meat is cooking through. It's starting to get a little darker in color and resemble more of a ground meat. And then once that's ready, we're gonna go ahead and remove that from the skillet. Once you get that out of the way, we're just going to go ahead right into that same skillet and add in most of a can of coconut milk. Today I'm using light coconut milk, or you can use full fat coconut milk as well. I just got a can from Whole Foods. I also really like the Thai Kitchen brand as well. And then this cheese I got from Whole Foods too. And I go ahead and throw the whole bag of cheese in there. And then I just break it up a little bit and let that come up to a simmer before I come in with a whisk and fully break it down and get it incorporated until it forms a nice cheese sauce. So just go ahead and let that start bubbling. Once it's bubbling like this, then we just come in with that whisk and we go ahead and get it fully incorporated until it's nice and golden. Once I started coming in with the whisk and testing it out, I started lifting the whisk up and testing the consistency. I felt like it could be a little thicker. I think it's because I was using the light coconut milk instead of the full fat. So I just came in here with a little bit of extra cheese that I had in the fridge. I just let that bubble up in here and came back in with my whisk and just blended it all together with that whisk until it was well combined and it was a little bit on the thicker side. The longer it goes and starts bubbling a little bit more, it gets thicker that way too. So just let it bubble and thicken up. You can see me lifting the whisk up and down, just kind of testing it and making sure that when I lift the whisk up, some of the cheese comes up with it, and that's how I know it's thick. And then once it's thick like me, I just come in here with all of these seasonings that you see on the screen. And I also come in here with some crushed red pepper a little bit after this, as you will see. Just season and taste the cheese sauce to your personal preference. I don't measure my seasonings out. I just come in here until the ancestors tell me that's right. And so just go ahead and incorporate that. And look at that cheese sauce. It's just nice and just velvety and just golden. It's just giving. And so once it comes together, then you just come in here with some cooked pasta. I'm using elbow macaroni, but you can use shells, you can use penne, you can use whatever pasta you have on hand that you want to use. Just make sure that you cook it already and then add it into the cheese sauce. And then once you get that pasta fully incorporated into that cheese sauce, just toss it together. Then you come back in with that cooked meat. And that's all she wrote. Once you get everything fully incorporated and well combined, just taste and adjust. Taste, add a little extra salt here, a little less salt, a little more black pepper, I added a little more crushed red pepper flakes. I just wanted to get that little bit of kick and spiciness going because I just love spicy. I'm addicted to spice. But just go ahead and get that fully incorporated. Taste and adjust to your personal preference. And baby, this was so fire, too bomb. And honestly, I think I need to go ahead and make the switch from the store-bought meat to my fully plant-based ground crumbles because it's just as satisfying, just as good, and I feel like I don't get as bloated. My tummy isn't as upset. I do have IBS, and I have a sensitive stomach, like a sensitive digestive system, which is part of the reason why I went vegan in the first place, besides like the weight loss aspects and things like that, which if you guys are familiar with my channel, then you kind of know a little bit about my story. But you know, just switching over to the plant-based ground meat, I just feel like it lets me get more whole foods in my diet. And it also saves me money too. It saves me some coin, saves me a little bit here without having to buy that store-bought meat. So if you guys enjoyed this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below if you're going to be giving this a try. Let me know how you feel about this. What kind of recipes y'all want to see next coming up on the channel. And thank you so much for watching, y'all. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell.